Just 100 years after Lincoln signed the Emancipation Proclamation that freed the slaves, 200,000 people converge on the nation's capital to rally for civil rights. They come by train, they come by bus and by air. They come from the north, the south, the east and west. They come united in one cause, to urge Congress to pass a civil rights bill to end forever the blight of racial inequity. This great throng with a cause gathers on the mall that stretches.
I wasn't involved with the civil rights movement. The only thing I know is what everybody saw on the news. I knew Dr. King was out there, but I never met him. I would have loved to, but I didn't. I wasn't in anything concerning civil rights. We were trying to get back to Virginia. That was our goal, to get back home.
Look at him. Look up. Now I'm going to read my boots. One of them 12, one of them 6.
How did you find out what to do?
Hey!
She wrote to, who you write to?
Robert Kennedy.
To Robert Kennedy. And did he answer?
Yeah. And he told me he said there wasn't anything he could do but to write to the American Civil Liberties Union. And I wrote to them, and I told them what happened, and Mr. Kennedy asked me to write to them. And it wasn't, I guess it was for a week, and Mr. Gorham called me. He told me that he was going to take the case.
Well, when Mr. and Mrs. Loving were having their problems, they wrote to the Attorney General of the United States, who was then Robert Kennedy, and asked if the civil rights bills that were being discussed in Congress at that time, let's say, I guess it was 1963, would give them any relief from their problem. And he wrote back and told them that it would not, but suggested that they get in touch with the American Civil Liberties Union. Here's the date, so we can be sure that was June 20th, 1963, and they were living in Washington, D.C. at the time. Dear sir, I am writing to you concerning a problem we have. 5 years ago, my husband and I were married here in the district. We then returned to Virginia to live. My husband is white. I am part Negro and part Indian. At the time, we did not know there was a law in Virginia against mixed marriages. Therefore, we were jailed and tried in a little town of Bowling Green. We were to leave the state to make our home. We have 3 children and cannot afford an attorney. We wrote to the Attorney General. He suggested that we get in touch with you for advice. Please help us if you can. Hope to hear from you real soon. Yours truly, Mr. and Mrs. Richard Loving. And it was that simple letter that got us into this not-so-simple case.